Okay guys, have you ever thought to yourself, why do I continuously, all the way through my life, keep dismantling relationships and jobs and friendships? In this week's video, I want to talk to you about the absolute necessity of doing exactly that and how you can turn that into creating an abundant, wealthy life. So this is what dismantling your life actually looks like. You're going along in your life and you're feeling really comfortable. Like your relationship is fantastic. You got this loving partner, everything's going really smoothly and you're feeling comfortable there. You're going into work and you're loving the concepts and all the employees. You think your boss is just fantastic. And you're contacting your family at night time and you and your mum are really close and your brothers and sisters and everybody's really, really comfortable with each other. Then one morning you wake up and you go downstairs for breakfast and you just start picking holes in your partner and you've no idea why you're doing it, and that sets you off for the rest of the day. And as you drive into work, you're thinking about who it is you're going to challenge when you get in there, and you feel that when you get in there that you're just not comfortable with things, that the building is annoying you, the clients are annoying you, the employees are annoying you, the lunchroom's annoying you. And then on your way home you ring your mom and she doesn't agree with you, and you start picking holes in her concepts of you or her love of you, or you start picking holes in how how there's favoritism in the family, whatever that is required in order to start to make things feel uncomfortable. So again, you'll see here that as much as everything was really comfortable and everything was going really smoothly, suddenly you're starting to look around in your life and you feel your relationship is in chaos, and your job and your career and your vocation is in chaos, and your connection with your family is in chaos. And there's actually a fundamental reason why we actually do this, and it's because we actually want to have a greater experience than our levels of comfortability. And because we're not able to take responsibility and go, hey, you know what, I want to dictate to the world that I want to have more. I want to be able to talk to my partner not about what we've already got, but what we want to have that's greater than what we've got. Or I want to go into my boss and I want to talk about what the ideas and concepts that we're running here, but that's cool, but I want to be actually able to have a greater career, feel more fulfilled, educate myself further. Or even with your family, you feel things are comfortable, but you have a hidden desire to want to get even closer to your parents, to want to get closer to your brothers and sisters. And this is a fundamental reason why we actually dismantle things in our lives. So there's no real reason for us to actually go through chaos in our lives as long as we have a high level of emotional intelligence. And having a high level of emotional intelligence doesn't require a degree or anything like that. It just basically requires you internally telling yourself what you want emotionally greater than what you've already got. So emotional intelligence is about being able to look at what's happening in your spheres of influence and ask yourself, okay, what do I want to have greater in my relationship, and articulate that. What do I want to have greater with my family, and articulate that. What do I want to have greater with my career, and articulate that. So what I want to do now is I want to give you some freaking awesome tips that are going to really, really help you to manage the chaos and become more evolved with your communication. So the first thing is that when you're going through a level of comfortability, be emotionally intelligent to know that that is not sustainable. Do not put your energy into trying to sustain comfortability. You want to put your energy into harnessing your ability to have something greater. The second thing is that when you're going through chaos, stop and acknowledge that this is just a natural part of what happens. What is evident for you today is just history tomorrow. Tomorrow everything changes again. Just look outside at the day. The seasons change every single day. In some cases, weather changes minute to minute, second to second. So understand that that's a natural part of what goes on going through chaos. So the next tip I want to give you is in how you communicate when you're going through this stuff. Now there's 3 levels of communication. The first one is subjective, where you're caught in the drama of everything. You have foot in mouth disease. Your emotion is overriding your intellect and you're not able to be clear about what's going on because you just feel as if you're caught in this chaotic twist. So the next one is what's called objective subjective. It's where you're separating yourself from the subject and what's going on, and you're starting to talk to others about what it is you're doing in your life and what it is you're creating. So you're starting to separate yourself. But the final level is the one that you want to get to, which is where we're more evolved, where we're actually communicating with our partners about what we would love to feel inside of ourselves in terms of our relationships, where we discuss with our boss where we want to head with our career and what it is we want to create as a part of the business, and we're working with people instead of for people. The final one is where you're communicating with with your family, about, you know, how you guys can come together more, love each other more, listen to each other more. This is a more evolved way of communicating. And when we do this, what happens is our whole languaging, our whole energy, everything dissipates in terms of the chaos, and we step into a more evolved, emotionally intelligent way of communicating and living our lives. So final tip, guys, is upkeep a high level of emotional intelligence in your communication. Always be communicating about what you would love to have in your heart. And that doesn't mean that you're going to avoid chaos. And chaos is actually really important, because what it tells you is it's just a signal that you need to be more evolved and you need to be more emotionally intelligent in how you communicate. Now, if you know anybody, guys, that's going through anything at the moment where they're struggling a bit, please feel free to flick this onto them. On top of this, guys, in the comments section this week, just tell us about how it is you've applied this in your life, and let's take this level of communication back to the comment section. Remember, guys, flick it forward on Facebook if you know anybody that's struggling at the moment, or if you just want to share the insight. And we really, really appreciate that people do that. Remember, guys, love is the only way. Live your life inspired. Take care. Bye-bye.